But what would it take to determine whether the James ossuary originated in the Talpiot tomb? The date and the recorded dimensions are extremely suggestive, but it's the patina that should prove the case one way or another. Over time, in a tomb, minerals and sediment accumulate on ossuaries. This accumulation is called patina, and it could be scientifically analyzed to produce a chemical and mineral fingerprint specific to an ossuary or tomb. Every ossuary discovered in a particular tomb will have the same patina fingerprint. The samples taken from the James ossuary show certain trace materials such as titanium and iron that are unique to the James ossuary. If the James patina matches the ossuaries from the Talpiot tomb, it will be strong evidence that the James ossuary is the missing bone box and belongs to the family of Jesus. Dr. Charles Pellegrino has come to the Bet Shemesh warehouse in Israel to collect patina samples from the Talpiot tomb ossuaries.
I can get a lot of the debris from here.
Charlie, that's patina.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
At Dr. Pellegrino's request, we commissioned the collection of random patina samples to determine whether the Talpiot tomb patina is really distinct.
This most patina, that is plenty for Charlie to work in on electron microscope.
It's interesting.
If the random samples do not match the Talpiot ossuaries, while the James samples do, then the statistical probabilities that the Jesus family tomb has been found will be overwhelming.
If it were possible to obtain evidence that the James ossuary might be this missing ossuary, then this would have a very strong additional degree of evidentiary value. I would say that that would be an absolute slam dunk if that were in fact shown to be the case.
The Suffolk Crime Lab is a leading American CSI lab involved in solving modern-day crime mysteries. Today, it will use its forensic expertise to determine how the patina from the James ossuary and the patina from the random samples compare to the Talpiot ossuaries.
Did you see that piece?
Yes.
It had sort of like that tunnel running through it.
Yes. Do you want to take another sample out of this container, or is that sufficient?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
All right.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
me
Yeah,
count
meant
this.
it just as is. So that piece will be good to look at. But right now we're just taking other samples of the accretion from inside the ossuary. Iron is part of the signature that gives the soil that distinctive color. We now have it from this tomb. We have it from the ossuaries from this tomb. We're just taking other samples and we're going to look at them under the scanning electron microscope and ping them with the electron microprobe.
What we're looking at here now is the spectrum of the patina sample that we just analyzed. This is predominantly a limestone material, correct, Charlie?
Yeah, it's what's called the Jerusalem chalk. It's a very soft limestone.
But what I find interesting is the small trace materials that we are locating here, as opposed to the general limestone properties that you would expect to find. We're noticing iron, titanium, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium. So far, the elemental composition that we analyzed with this particular section of patina is consistent with the trace materials that we found in the James ossuary.
The signature is the same. It matches.
The patina samples from the Talpiot tomb match with the James ossuary. But what about the random samples? As it turns out, none of them match Talpiot. The same chemical and mineral spikes as that of the Talpiot tomb are exhibited only by the James patina. This is key evidence, indicating that the ossuary inscribed, James, son of Joseph, brother of Jesus, is the missing ossuary from the Talpiot tomb. When the James ossuary is included in our statistical model, the probability factor changes from 600 to 1 in favor of the tomb to 30,000 to 1, strongly suggesting that this tomb belonged to the family of Jesus of Nazareth.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, look, 1, 2, 3, these niches, the kochim, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, exactly, 6 all in all. Look, 2 death niches where you lay out the body, Jesus' body, Mary's body would have been there. Look at this. And then look over here, eh? This is it. This is absolutely a jewel of a tomb. Look at that, it's pretty deep, man.
Yeah. Those kohim are very deep. I didn't realize that.
Look at that, Felix. What is that? There's an incision. There's an inscription here.
This is Greek.
That's an
You
M?
see, that's an N. Greek N.
Is it N or M?
N.
And what's this? We need an epigrapher in here. This is old.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. It's either Greek or Latin. It's certainly not Hebrew.
Looking around, we noticed that we were sitting on mounds of decomposing pages of scripture.
What is that? Shine that down? Shine it down? Look at that, Felix. This is full of holy books. Disintegrating holy books.
According to Jewish law, biblical books cannot be discarded. They have to be buried like humans. It seems that in the weeks following the removal of the ossuaries and before the tomb was resealed, a local rabbinical school filled the tomb with damaged holy texts. Among them, we found a book that Jesus refers to as the key to his ministry.
It's the book of Jonah. Jesus says in the Gospels, if you want to know, his apostles say, what are you up to, Master? And he says, you want to know what I'm up to? Read the book of Jonah. That's the code. And